SMPs are a staple of the Minecraft community, and there are all sorts, like this one, that one, and all of these. And with all these SMPs, there are some that are forgotten. But what happens to these forgotten SMPs? I wouldn't know. I never made one. Is what I would say if it wasn't for the fact that while I was looking through my old worlds, I discovered something. This is the Adventure SMP, which is a world I made with Wolf and QB a few years ago. Which, now that I think about it, I don't think they've even been on this world before. Anyways, moving along, I pressed play and started to load into the world. The first thing that I noticed when I spawned in was that I was in creative, which isn't how SMPs work, they're usually in survival. But besides that, I decided to fly down to the first and smallest build in the world. It seemed to be some kind of shed, but I don't know what I was going to use it for. I vaguely remember talking about using it for a wheat house, but I don't know. Now this next build is my favorite in the whole world. It's called the LA Cafe, and in every single creative world we make, we always make one of these. This one I like especially. Being the 5th variation, I had experience with what kind of blocks to use, and I think it really meshed well with all the moss and stuff surrounding it. But that's all there really is to show with this one. So on to the next one. Next up is the outside of the house. We'll do the inside later. Looking around, it was definitely inspired by the lush caves. It's covered head to toe in moss, lush berries, trees, and just standard stone. This build is really cool, but standing triumphantly right next to it is the Sniffer statue. Looking at it now, it looks a little wonky, but I think that's the charm. Spawning in a Sniffer, I can compare the two. And looking at it now, it is notable that I forgot the eaters and the top moss on the back is a different color. But for being a build I made a while ago, I am still super proud of it. But yeah, it does look real derpy. And in fact, it kind of looks like that one black sheep that Wolf made. And there's one last thing we gotta go see, and that's the interior of the house. I don't think there's actually much in here. I did the interior for the house as I was losing interest in the project, so I didn't put in as much effort as everything else. And yeah, it really shows. All the barrels are empty, and there's literally just a bed up here. The interior of the house is the worst part of the world, in my opinion. But yeah, that's literally everything there is in this world. It's not much, but I still had fun with it. Just looking around and seeing all the builds is really awesome. And I hope you enjoyed it too. And yeah, that's all I have to say. Now I have to go make another video. Bye.